Hey chess friends, welcome to a new video. Everyone loves to win games by attack, but this is not so easy. However, there are some tips or rules to prepare better and stronger attacks. So if you want to learn 7 important rules to prepare more successful attacks against the castle king, stay there, watch and think. The first rule is attack with more pieces than your opponent is defending. This is very basic, also very logical, but people just forget it sometimes. Even in a real battle, if you're attacking with more soldiers, you have better possibilities to win the battle. So here in chess is the same. If you're attacking with more pieces, you have much better possibilities to win. So if you're attacking in a side of the war, take over there as many pieces as you can. I don't understand why I have to attack with so many pieces when the queen is such a powerful piece. In this position I'm going to play queen h4. I like my position here. Oh, my queen is trapped now. The rule number 2 is control squares around the enemy king. Some principles state that if you control squares like f, g, and h, 5 and 6 against a short castling, is very good for the attack. Also, if you're controlling closer squares like g7 or h7, is very good. My next rule is target the weaknesses. When you're attacking, you don't have to attack everything at every time. Just try to find a square which is hard to defend for your opponent and easy to attack for you, and then take your pieces there, and it's going to be a big problem for your opponent. I'm going to play here knight e5. Now I'm attacking this square f7 with 6 pieces. I'm sure Mike is going to be proud of me. My fourth rule is provoke your opponent to create weaknesses. Sometimes we want to attack weaknesses, but we don't see any clear weakness in our opponent's position. Then we can think about some plan improving our pieces so much that our opponent will have to create some weakness to kick that piece out of that square. For example, moves like knight f5 or bishop g5 are improving the knight and the bishop so much that very often our opponents have to play g6 or h6. The best position for these pawns is in the base, so when they advance something like this, they are weakening squares over here. I need to provoke my opponent to create weaknesses, so I'm going to play here knight f5. Come on, play g6. You wanna fight? Play it. Play it. That's what I wanted. The rule number 5 is don't forget the center and the space. You might think that if you're attacking in a side of the war, you don't need to pay too much attention to what happens in the center, but it's not like that. If you control the center, you control the war. And also, if you have more space, it's going to be much more complicated for your opponent to bring the pieces to the side where you're attacking. I can't move my pieces here. Now I understand why I need to control the center and also I need some space even when I'm attacking in a wing of the war. My next rule is don't sacrifice if you're not sure. This is a very common mistake in beginners because they want to win beautiful games with great sacrifices. We all want to do that, but in general we only sacrifice if we have some of the things we have studied in this video, like we are attacking with more pieces than our opponent is defending, like we have a good control in the center, like our opponent has some weaknesses or we can create some weaknesses after the sacrifice. As we have some of those things, the sacrifice here, knight takes g7, is very likely to work in this position. Okay, my opponent plays knight c6, and now I see a very nice sacrifice here on f7. Mike said, don't sacrifice if you're not sure. But I'm pretty sure I want to sacrifice here. And my last rule to prepare successful attacks is don't trade pieces, but trade good defenders. In general, when we are attacking, we don't want to trade pieces because we need pieces to create threats to continue with the attack. However, if we notice there is a very important defender in our opponent's position, we could consider the possibility to trade it, and probably after that trade his position will fall apart. That happens very often with the knight on f6, and also in this position is exactly what is happening. The knight protects very well a7. Notice that there is a battery here, but once we play a move like bishop g5 threatening this trade, then the position is very difficult for black. Before I finish, I want to show you a beautiful puzzle I found like yesterday. In this position it is white to move, and white has checkmate in 2 moves. So, write in the comments your favorite ideas about this position. So this is the video I wanted to show you today. I hope you have enjoyed it. I hope you can win many games with strong attacks with these rules we saw here. So that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't, and see you in the next.